let's wait a while before we go to let's wait a while. Hi loves, welcome back to the channel. I am Halicia, but I go by Lee. And I have a hair tutorial today. We're taking it back to like the natural hair-isk days. I'm gonna do two styles in this video because you guys have asked me several times about these specific hairstyles. One of them I wore in the launch, like behind the scenes photo shoot of my collection. I'm gonna leave that linked, and I got so many questions about that hairstyle. It's so easy. And then the other one is a hairstyle that I feel like I commonly wear in my vlogs with my wigs from Finger Comber. Well, I now currently have two wigs from Finger Comber. I started off with one and I just bought me another one because she's that girl. So I'm going to show you guys both of those styles in this video, but let me just rewind to how I got my hair to this point. Essentially, it's just a twist out, but I'm going to show you anyway, show you a couple of products that I've been using, so forth and so on. Normally, I would wear my hair like this for like, you know, 4 or 5 days. And then as it's getting older, that's when I like to transition into the style that I'm about to show you, and or like put it on my wig or whatever, because sometimes I like to give my hair a break and like wear it for like 2 weeks, essentially. Let me just get into it. For this first style, I'll pop up a picture. This one. Y'all saw it on the thumbnail though. Anyways, I use a couple of products. I'm not gonna lie to you, for that style, I do use clip-ins, okay? I only use maybe like 3 or 4 of them. As you can tell, they're not like in pristine condition or anything like that, but that to me is what makes them better. Some of them are even different textures. And I got all of these from Amazon, so listen, I'll link them. They are human hair, but they are very, very inexpensive, and these come in clutch. Sometimes they do even have like different colors, so I'll leave them in my Amazon storefront along with everything else that I am using. I also use my Pattern Beauty edge brush. This is the best edge brush that I've used thus far. I've tried to switch over to like the beauty supply ones. It is just not the same. It's not, okay? My Pattern Beauty pick. This one also great. She has a new tortoise shell pick. And then 2 products. So my current edge control that I've been using for literally like maybe like a year, year and a half. I've showed it to you several times, is the Allocate Naturals Lemongrass Edge Control. This one is the best one on the market, I feel like, for type 4 hair. If you live in a humid climate, if you are really trying to like bring the edges together and you don't need a lot, because I haven't replaced this in a year and I still got like a third left. So this is great. And then the Lemongrass Hold and Styling Gel. This stuff right here, she don't move. So let me just, you're also gonna need a brush. I need to go find a brush because I have no clue where our brushes are. First things first, I'm gonna use this Pattern edge brush, and I'm literally only gonna part the smallest section, like from ear to ear. It don't even have to be straight, to be honest with you. You could literally break this apart with your fingers. It really doesn't matter. I feel like the density of my hair changes and it gets thicker some days. So that's about how much I need, right? Just this little bit. And my hair is pretty thick, so that's why it looks the way that it looks. So I'm gonna take a bit of this Hold and Slay gel. Just a little bit, you don't need a lot. So a little bit of this Edge and Slay gel, a little bit of water. Okay, water does something. I don't know what it does, but water tends to work for me Take the brush and then I'm gonna just smooth it in. I'm using the smooth side of this Annie brush. Next thing is you're gonna part out legit. Part out just like a little piece of hair in the very front, like a triangle. See, like that. You ain't gotta be straight. Twist this out so that you don't put this part into the ponytail. It's gonna make sense, trust me. It will come together. Just get that out of the way. And then I like to use a little bit of the actual edge control on my edges, but only on my edges. And y'all, when I say the smallest amount, like a little bit really does go a long way with this whole situation, because I find that when I use more, it can kind of give like that cakey look, like it's overdone. Like, smooth that in. Okay. Now, if you leave this ponytail like this, she gonna look peasy. And that's where the clip ends come in. We don't want that. Now, with this section that you've parted off, parted right down the middle, make this part kind of clean. Take a little bit of edge control, put it on a part, because that's what's gonna give you that really clean part. Okay, so now that that's on there, I'm actually gonna use my pattern brush and I'm literally just going to smooth this back. It's not gonna be in the ponytail, obviously. I could have done it in the ponytail, but last time I did it, this was how I did it and it worked. To each his own. You could do it and then put it in a ponytail. Okay, next thing is I'm just gonna take 2 bobby pins and pin these little bang pieces down that create this part. Okay, so we got this like a little part situation. She cute. Now I'm gonna take these clip ends, right? And with these clip ends, I'm only gonna use maybe like 2 or 3. And I'm gonna clip them around the ponytail. Starting from the back, and I always clip them upward. So you'll see in just a second. This is any time that I do clip ends, I find that they work better if I clip them in this way. And I actually got inspired to do this style by a campaign that Hanifa did. And she had her hair in like this up-down situation. And it was just so cute. And I'm pretty sure it was either like a wig or clip-ins or something like that. But it was giving. I'm going to do another one on the side, still going upward. But I'm actually going to clip it to my hair and not to the ponytail. I'm just playing with it, kind of like separating it, pushing it back. All right, so far this is what we looking like, and this is basically what we want to look like. This is all my hair. The only place that you see the clip ends is on the side. So I'm just gonna kind of like pick just the middle where my hair is to add that extra bit of fullness. And then, you know, we can kind of push this back, whatever we need to do, okay? Whatever needs to be done will be done. This is essentially the basis of the style. You have this cute part in the middle. You can go dramatic with it. You can keep it really simple. And then I would also like tie my edges down for maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, okay? But you guys get the gist. Then I take the back down, give the back a good old fluffing down when I come to your town. And so with these like longer pieces on the ends, the day that I did this shoot, I kind of like pulled them back and like pinned them a little bit so that it slightly created a bun, but it's still like loose. That's the look, okay? For this look, I'll actually sleep in the clip-ins because the clip-ins are only in the front, and I typically sleep on my back anyway, so there's not like a lot of friction happening up here that could cause like extra breakage, you know, things like that, because you do have metal clipped into your head. So for this, I would actually sleep in them because primarily this is not going to be touched. It's mainly going to be my edges and the back. So yeah, this to me is safe, but I'll be back for part 2 of this tutorial. Okay, now let's get into how I do my wigs. I get so many questions about them. These, I have 2 units now. I think that you guys have only seen one of them, but I have these units by Finger Comber. This is what one of them looks like. This is a synthetic wig, and then I recently just got this one in. So I know that this one is called like the Bantu Knot Out wig or something along that lines. I think that this one is maybe like the blowout wig. They are by the company Finger Comber, and I'm gonna leave both of them linked below. So I'm gonna use this one because this one is the one that you guys have seen in my head the most, because the other one is new. So I'll show you how I put these on. It's actually really simple, and I'm essentially using the base from the previous style. So underneath my bonnet, I just have twists in the back and my ponytail that is in the front. So this is essentially what I would do. I would take this part of the hair out. I would even use less, but because I already had this hair parted out, we're going to use this. But typically, yes, I do use less. So this is how I put it on. I just clip it at the top right here, and then I make sure all of my twists are tucked in, and then I put the comb in at the bottom. Now for the sides, because I like these wigs to be unclockable, and honestly the texture matches so well that it virtually is, I literally just take an open bobby pin and I pin the sides into my twist or braid or whatever I have going on underneath it, just to make sure that the side of the unit sits exactly where I want it to sit. So once that is in, what I'll do is, some of this hair is already like a little distorted because it's the hair that I typically take out for the ponytail, but I'm just gonna take out a little bit, honestly, of hair from the wig in the front. Now any hair that I'm not using in the back, I just put it out of the way. It makes this process so much easier. All right, so I take all of this hair essentially. In this ponytail currently, I have mostly my hair and a little bit of the wig, correct? All right, so I'm just going to smooth it up using my fingers. When I wear this wig, to be honest with you, to me, it looks better when my hair isn't like super slick or like sleek in the front. So just like this, it looks better when there's like a little bit more texture in the front, because you can't really tell, you know, that it is a unit. These are the hair ties that I use. These are like hooks and elastic bands. These make the process so much easier for me to put my hair in a ponytail. And then with this hook little situation, I just hook it onto a piece of my hair and wrap it. And then I hook it again in the back so that it stays. And now for the front, I'm just gonna take my hair, all of my hair that is in the front, and I'm gonna like twist it up a little bit. Twist, nothing major. Then I take the ponytail and I wrap my hair around the ponytail. And even though it's a lot of hair, don't ask me why or how, but it works. And then I take one bobby pin and I bobby pin the end of my hair into the back of this wig situation. Sometimes my hair be doing its own thing. And then I just take the ponytail. See, it's like a little small, little bitty ponytail. It's nothing major. Adjust it, play with it, you know. Do whatever needs to be done to it. To me, this looks pretty good. Sometimes one end is a little bit longer, and I'm okay with that. Then I take the back down and I just adjust, right? It also kind of falls in shapes throughout the day, but if you don't like anything or something is not falling where you want it to fall, my recommendation is always bobby pins. I will stick a bobby pin in my head at any given moment. And look, y'all. Here's the look. Like, the look is looking. So this is kind of like my quick go-to I just need my hair done really quick. Look, this wig is super lightweight, virtually unclockable because the texture is so similar, and it's just perfect. It flows in the wind. It does everything you need it to do. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, this tutorial of both of my latest hairstyles and how I do them. Of course, all links to all products are going to be down in the description bar. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.